What's up? This is Uncharismatic, and I'm here again tonight, and I want to share with you the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class Mindwipe figure. And this figure is fantastic, and as you can see, it's a heavily transformerized F-117A stealth fighter. And let's go ahead and take a look at the detail here before we go any further. One thing I want to highlight right away is, if you take a look at the side profile right here, it's not that different from like a model of this. You know, there's not a lot of kibble underneath. It's not thick like the leader class Starscream. There's a lot of undercarriage from the side if you look at the side profile. But in contrast, this side profile is pretty sleek, as you can see. And let's take a look here at the top. Look at these tattoos, these Cybertronian tattoos. Only the Decepticon jets have this, or the Decepticon planes. It looks really good. It looks really nice. Decepticon logo there, and you see those two ports. That's where Scout class Sky Stalker is gonna go. And I don't have him yet, but once I do, I'm gonna make a review and put them together and see how that works. But so far, this Voyager class Mindwipe is absolutely fantastic. He is just like a real F-117A. I think there are no right angles anywhere on the figure. They're all at obtuse or oblique angles. And you know, take a lot of the detailing here. He's painted in the flat black, not reflective, which is a nice touch. On the underside, I should say. Yeah, you can tell that he's a transformer from here. Unfortunately, that's his head or his face, and you can't really rotate it around because it's going to show it's going to be blocked by a piece of this red plastic here, so you can't really rotate it around. But this nice red plastic, clear plastic, you can see kind of the gears or mechanisms. A lot of nice detailing, sculpting here on the tail, or on the edge of the wing, also on the tail section. It's nice. It's just overall fantastic, and it's a great homage to the Headmaster Mindwipe. Actually, why don't we just bring him out, and we'll put him right there. And as you can see, the Headmaster Mindwipe, he has a bat alt mode, but this Revenge of the Fallen Mindwipe, if you're going to go with a theme of modernizing Transformers, make them to realistic alt modes, what better way, you know, to bring a bat alt mode into the quote-unquote modern real world than to make it a stealth fighter. And they did a fantastic job with this. So let's take a look at the transformation process. We'll set Headmaster Mindwipe aside. Oops, there he goes. That balancing issue I mentioned in my other review. And we'll set him down. Put him to the side. Stay to the side. And the instructions for the Voyager class Mindwipe leave a lot to be desired, in the sense that it doesn't go through the steps in as much detail as one would like. So failing that, the first thing I would do, well, put the landing gear away. The first thing I would do is split the feet right here. These are his feet. Turn it back over. And this is always a struggle, yep. And take the legs out. And you'll see the canopy. It'll separate a little bit, and these panels here, where the purple detailing is, those are actually his arms. So we'll go ahead and we'll separate that. And again, with the shoulder pieces here, you have to use a bit of force. There we go. Same with this side, a bit of force as well. There we go. So once we have this formation over, or once we have this formation done, the transformation is straightforward. Now we're going to rotate his waist, because this is actually his back. And we're going to flip this panel open here, and now We're basically going to rotate this entire piece. Make sure to get this up. Get his head out. You'll see his head. There he is. Rotate the entire piece. And you'll see that there's a considerable gap here, and what you want to do is you want to flip up this wing assembly, and what the instructions don't detail is you have to push this gap right here. You have to eliminate it. So just push all the way in until it's flush. And this red tab or whatever it is, bring it back, bring his head, and go back to his feet. There we go. Back to his arms. And you see here, this is going to be his fist. It's hidden away. And keep rotating the fist until this red weapon clips. You gotta rotate it a bit further down. There we go. Same thing with this hand, or this arm, I should say. And rotate the fist. There's a little bit of resistance to it. Clip in the dagger. Stand up Mindwipe. And we'll put in, it looks a little crooked. I'll put in the finishing touch, and this is a really cool aspect of it. You'll bend the wing back. Bend the wing back. And you'll see those red claws that'll come out. And overall, this is a great figure. And let's just zoom in a little bit on the head there. Yeah, that's great. You can see his eyes there, they just kind of penetrate, just staring straight at the screen. You can kind of imagine some hypnosis going on, just like his G1 counterpart. Just like a pair of beady, like in those Dracula cartoons, they would just show the beady whites of his eyes. And the same thing with this Mindwipe. It's a great detailing. And one thing I want to mention that, again, well, this is a little bit too extreme here, but the chicken feet, so to speak, I don't really have a problem with it. A lot of people complain about the chicken feet, but the rationale is pretty good. At least the rationale that I'm thinking of. You look at the animals on Earth that have these type of pivoted feet like this, and a lot of them are predators, or they've got ancestry from predators. But you take a look at the feet here, and like the T-Rex, if you look at the skeleton of the T-Rex, he's got this same arrangement in the foot. You see he's got the leg segment here, he's got an ankle, and then the foot down here. That gives a runner strength and power. And seeing as Decepticons, they're predatory, they're aggressive, they're malicious, they're malevolent, what have you. Only the Decepticons, as far as I know, in Revenge of the Fallen, have this stance, like the chicken foot stance. The Fallen has it too. Jetfire has it. He was a former Decepticon. Guys like Prime and Ironhide and the rest of them, they don't have it. They're as flat-footed as they come. But so that's the discussion about the chicken feet.